Good evening. Thank you for tuning in. I am Nguyen, host of Small Business Forum. And today we're going to talk about how local government, city, can partner with small business for the greater good. And it is our pleasure and honor to have the presence of the mayor of the city of Katy. Kính thưa quý vị, tôi là Danny Nguyễn Quốc Đoàn, phụ trách cho chương trình diễn đàn kinh doanh. Và đề tài tối nay là làm thế nào để cho lãnh đạo của thành phố và chính quyền địa phương cùng hợp tác với những người làm việc, với những người tiểu thương gia trong cộng đồng tiểu thương gia để tạo phúc lợi cho mọi người. Và ngày hôm nay chúng tôi rất là vui được sự có mặt gia trong cộng đồng tiểu thương gia thành phố để đó là ông mayor, ông tên là Mayor Brawner. Mayor, thank you so much for being with us. Welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure. I enjoy being here with you today and our discussion about small businesses. I know a little bit about small businesses, so I'm looking forward to our conversation.
Great. First, I'd like to congratulate, and we have Mr. Bert Levine. Hello, Bert. Welcome. And we have to congratulate you first. You just got elected. You are brand new mayor. So tell me, how's life like being a mayor?
Well, a little over 60 days, and it's been very busy. I've had a lot of office time and getting organized. We have a lot of developments that are going on and street work and a lot of things in a growing city of Katy.
Right.
And so we've had a lot. I've had a lot of meetings with different people and trying to develop partnerships. So we've taken care of some of our issues, but we got a great city. And my theory is that, you know, we're for the families and the children and the parents who live in the city of Katy, and to make sure that they have a safe community to live in, to enjoy different things that we have in the city of Katy, like the water park that's going on right now, and when it's 100 degrees, it probably feels pretty good.
And don't forget Katy Mall.
We got the Katy Mall out there, and it has just been, the theater there has just recently been remodeled and upgraded. It is really, really nice in there. So that's looking up with the mall, but we also have the Momentum, where I'm going to be in just about an hour. Rock climbing out by Katy Mills Mall, and their grand opening is today. And so that's where I'm headed after this one. So it's this show today. So we got a lot of developers and business owners are trying to come into the city of Katy because of the environment that we have created. And of course, the Katy Tigers football team really means a lot too.
Let me translate that, Mayor. Thưa quý vị, chúng tôi vừa mới chúc mừng ông tân thị trưởng của thành phố Katy. Ông vừa mới được đắc cử là thị trưởng trong 60 ngày, thì ông ta rất là vui. Và ông ta cũng nói là Quốc Đoàn hỏi ông là cái cuộc sống của ông nó thay đổi như thế nào khi mà ông trở thành người mayor, thì ông nói là cuộc sống có vẻ bận rộn hơn và rất là có nhiều công việc của thành phố cần phải lo. Nhưng mà ông ta rất là vui vì ông ta là một thị trưởng trong thành phố đang phát triển, và cái chủ trương của ông ta là đặt nặng giá trị gia đình trên hết. I told the audience that after you have been mayor, you're busier, you're busier, of course, but more importantly, you place the family value above everything else. And earlier, tell me, what do you have in mind?
Well, that was one of the reasons I ran, is because of our families and our community. We have a strong community. It's centered around all the different events that we have throughout the year at the city, from the Rice Harvest Festival that comes up. That's a great event for families to go to. We have college football come in March, and Southland Conference, and that's a great activity for kids to come to. Plus, we have some good college basketball that is played there. Like I talked about, the Momentum Gym. We also have a volleyball Excel place that the kids can go learn and practice and be better volleyball players and things like that. So we have a lot of attractions but we're going to be adding more.
It's family oriented.
Everything is family oriented in that part. Families are the backbone of our country.
I like that a lot.
And so that's one of my core values.
I like that.
I want to make sure that our families and citizens, but our families, our seniors, are well taken care of and have the services that the city can provide them if they need them.
Kính thưa quý vị, nếu mà quý vị không biết thành phố ở Katy ở đâu thì chắc chắn là nhiều người biết rồi. Nhưng mà quý vị nào đã từng đi shopping ở Katy Mall thì cái Katy Mall với cái Water Park nó nằm ở trong cái địa hạt của thành phố Katy, và mỗi người lãnh đạo thì thường người ta có một cái đặt cái sự ưu tiên. Ông thị trưởng này thì ông đặt ưu tiên nặng trong vấn đề gia đình, bởi vậy những cái dự án mà về tính cách mà phục vụ cho gia đình thì ông đặt quyền ưu tiên trong cái vấn đề đó. Katy is a relatively small city, but it's explosively growing. I see all kind of development there. But more importantly, just tell me a little bit background of the city, if you will.
Well, Katy was formed back as a community back in the 1800s. Railroad came through. They kind of opened up the Katy area to transportation that they really didn't have, and so it's been centered around the railroad. And since that time, it was rice farming, also cattle grazing. So we had a lot of livestock out there. One thing that's kind of synonymous with Katy is the geese that used to come in and everything else. The developments have kind of moved them out a little bit. But in fact, we're with the Katy boardwalk that we're putting together right now, and it's under construction. We've got a 95-acre lake there that we're going to keep as a wildlife refuge. And so that the family, we're building walkways around it and little bridges across it. It's going to be a beautiful lake, and it's going to be kind of the centerpiece of our boardwalk. And this is not one with Ferris wheels and things like that. This is one that has a convention center, a 5-star hotel, and loft living, commercial businesses, retail businesses, and restaurants. We're going to have a restaurant row. We've got a lot of people interested in developers in that, but it's going to be another event for our families to not have to go anywhere. They can have everything that they need right in the city of Katy, right there. You don't have to drive down to Houston. I'm sorry, Houston. I got the friends down here, but Katy's going to have it all.
I don't blame him, Bert, because as the leader of a city, I mean, one of your slogan is that you are very proud of. You love the city. You are proud of the city. You must have that passion in order to lead the city. Let me do a little bit translation, if you will.
Okay.
Kính thưa quý vị, Quốc đoàn hỏi ông là ông cho biết một chút xíu về tiểu sử, về lịch sử của thành phố Katy. Thì ông nói là ông thị trưởng nói là thành phố Katy được bắt đầu từ thế kỷ 1800.
Late 1800s.
In 1800, đầu thế kỷ 18, và khi cái thành phố này nó được khám phá đó là cái đường xuyên xe lửa tới nơi đó, và những cái công việc đầu tiên là chắc chắn là vấn đề về là nông nghiệp, nhưng mà trong một thời gian ngắn bây giờ thành phố này nó đã trở thành về công nghiệp và rất là phát triển. We've seen a transformation in your city going from a agricultural oriented, now it's become like industrial. So what industry is dominating the city right now?
Well, industrial, the main thing is your building materials. We have a very large lumber company in Katy. We also have oil and gas companies that help with the oil exploration, the pipe manufacturers and things like that. I guess our biggest commodity that comes in is the aggregates that are used to pour streets and make buildings and everything else. And all of that comes in now on rail cars through the city of Katy.
Right.
It's offloaded, put on 18-wheelers, and then brought down into Houston for the concrete plants.
Yeah.
And that's probably our biggest industry. But we got another big one coming in.
Okay.
And that's going to be Amazon.
Yes.
Amazon is building a
High-tech.
1 million square foot distribution center. And they're going to create 1,000 jobs.
Wow.
And it is going to be, and I'm watching it go up. I was out there today, and I mean, they're planning to open in February of next year.
Yes.
And so it's going to be a big boom.
How many jobs you said?
1,000.
1,000 jobs and
We're
100,000
initially-
square feet?
It's 1 million square feet.
Million square feet.
1 million
Okay,
square
yeah.
feet
Okay.
of fulfillment center is what they call it. And
what is a fulfillment center?
well, in other words, if in the products that they carry, what I understand is your larger products like band instruments, dog kennels, and things like that. So
okay.
when you order something here in the Houston area, say a dog kennel, okay, it's going to come from the Katy facility because they handle all the larger things, not CD-ROMs or electronics that are small. Another facility handles that.
Now they'll have Whole Foods.
Whole Foods, yes, they have Whole Foods. And then we have one that I think everybody that drives up and down the freeway, we got Buc-ee's opening up and all.
Oh, okay. Like
Where at? By the Grand Parkway?
No, Buc-ee's is going to be at the
you
Cane
cannot
Island.
pass Bucky,
You
bro.
can't.
That's
Stop it.
much.
You
Your
can't.
family.
Every time that we pass by,
Careers
my
and
kids say,
children.
Daddy,
Yes.
Bucky.
You're with them there.
Yes, sir.
And-
I saw the sign. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and Buc-ee's has the largest car wash in the world or the United States. I'm not sure which, but it's large. It's 200 feet long.
Okay. I tell you what, man, please allow me to translate so before I forget everything that you
Your
said.
children.
Yeah, yes. Thưa quý vị, trong nhiều cái kỹ nghệ của thành phố Katy thì đa số là nó có những cái hãng mà you mentioned the industry that you mentioned before the Amazon. You mentioned that you're heavily dominated by
Lumber.
Lumber.
Lumber,
Yeah.
building materials,
Yeah.
aggregates, things.
Yeah, có cái kỹ nghệ mà nó cung cấp và phân phối những cái đồ về nông nghiệp, thí dụ như gỗ. Nhưng mà cái điều mà đáng chú ý đó là sẽ có một cái công ty Amazon mà họ sẽ mở một triệu 1 million square feet. Nó sẽ mở một triệu square feet và sẽ tạo 1.000 công ăn việc làm. I just want to make sure that I get this correct. It's going to be 1 million square feet.
That's correct.
Building of Amazon, and it will be creating 1,000 jobs,
Correct.
and it will be opening in
February 2018.
coming up. So I thought that is a great news because you know what, the leaders of a city, besides providing safety for the people, I think the second priority is a job and prosperity. The fact that you make that happen, which is great. And then you mentioned Bucky và quý vị nào mà chúng ta đi những trên 10 mà đi xuyên bang thì không ai mà có thể mà không có để ý mà không ai có thể mà bỏ qua Bucky's. Và kính thưa quý vị, trong thành phố này sẽ có một cái tiệm Bucky sẽ mở ra ở chỗ đường trên 10. Yeah. So will there be any distinctive features about this Bucky's? How different is it with all the Bucky's?
It's almost the same, except the square footage may be bigger than some of the others.
How big is that?
Well,
Square feet?
the square feet of Bucky's, I'm not sure exactly.
No problem,
it's
yes.
50,000 square feet or whatever it is. I know that there's approximately 100 gas pumps.
Oh, 100 gas pumps. Sometimes I feel like, Bert, when I'm walking in Bucky, I feel like I'm walking in a mall.
That's right.
And I told my wife, and I said, come on, we're traveling, guys. I mean, you promised me 5 minutes. It's happened to me 1 hour. You know, just walk in and do the shopping.
And they pay their employees well. Where on I-10 is this going to be, sir?
Well, it's almost complete. It's going to be at Cane Island Parkway and Interstate 10. Just after you get past the mall.
You said almost complete. What date are we? What date or month? Or?
Well, it's going to be at the end of August. I'm not sure exactly whether it's going to be the 31st or the 25th. Somewhere in that area. They are hiring right now. They're gonna create about 250 jobs.
250 jobs. And did you?
Và kính thưa quý vị là trong cái bất kỳ này một cái điểm này cũng phải dịch, những cái khác dịch không có chính xác, nhưng mà cái này phải chính xác. Tại vì đây là good news. I told the audience that I may forgot about all the fact, but the fact that this company, Bucky, will be creating 200 jobs.
And
which was a good, interesting news. That's a good news. So for those of you who are interested and looking for a job, you can move to Katy because Katy has a lot of land, Bert.
And very high-paying jobs.
High-paying jobs, and it's outside the city.
I mean, are you familiar with their pay scale? It's off the chart.
Yeah, their pay scale is not minimum wage.
No, it's like triple.
It's over that. And so the people that they hire stay with them.
Yes,
and they're part of a great organization. I've met the owner, and just to tell you that he's got this system down, and he's very focused on his staff because they are the ones that make Bucky's what it is today.
Well, wait a minute. You said you met with the owners of Bucky's. You mean the owners of the whole system?
Well, there's one owner, and yes, when he came to us and wanted to build Bucky's in Katy. He was just such a gentleman. He was very down to earth. We worked through everything to help them. He has a great organization, civil engineering, and clean restrooms.
I love that.
And so one of the things I understand is that some of the other competitors are now trying to have as clean a restroom.
They have somebody full-time who just goes into the restroom to keep it clean, and their drink stations go on and on.
That go on and on, and they have everything, and then they have the Texas.
Texas.
Oh yeah, a lot of patriotic. Very appealing.
Right, and one thing about our section of Interstate 10, which is about 7 miles that's in the city of Katy, is that there's about 300,000 vehicles a day go through there.
Wow. You talk about I-10.
I-10.
300 cars passing by every day.
And they call it Interstate 10.
Right.
But it's got another name. Katy Freeway.
I like that.
Talk about name ID.
See, now it's make the man more proud.
Name ID.
It's one of the only. What we got? Loop 610.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got 45. Now you call the Gulf Freeway, East Tex, but none named after a city other than Katy Freeway.
That's awesome. Now I know why it keep you busy all the times. And then you told me earlier the reason that you dress like this because you've been going from one meeting to the other meeting.
I've had events all day today, and after this one tonight, this one, I'm out to another event at the rock climbing gym Momentum.
Well, I'm telling you, it's a good problem to have.
Yes, it is.
It's a problem. It's just an honor. That is great.
And you know what? To me, it's fun.
Yes, sir.
I'm retired, as we talked about, from law enforcement for over 45 years.
By the way, do you mind if I ask how much does a mayor get paid a month? I mean, it's embarrassing to say, but I mean, people think the mayor make a lot of money, but it's not even enough money for your gas.
Well, it is a decent pay,
right?
And we're very fortunate to have paid council and paid mayor. So it is good there.
It's not like a giant pay or something like that.
No, it's not. But it does cover expenses and things like that. The thing that's kind of evolved with the mayor's office is it's becoming more and more of a full-time job.
Right.
We've had some great mayors in the past. They've done a great job. And they've put everything in the place. Now that I'm retired, I have the time. A lot of them had regular jobs. And so but they managed their time to where they could serve the city.
Yes. We got about 1 more minute. Let me translate this very quick. Kính thưa quý vị, tôi là Danny Nguyễn Quốc Đoàn, đang có cuộc đàm thoại với ông thị trưởng của thành phố Katy, và ông ta cũng đang chia sẻ những cái hoạt động mà một cái thành phố rất là phát triển. Quý vị biết là cái đường 10, khi mà đi ngang qua đường 10 là chúng ta đi xuyên qua cái lòng của thành phố Katy. Cái trong đó nó có cái Katy Mall, nó có Water Park, và trong sắp sửa có cái Amazon Center 1 triệu square feet, rồi cái Bucky sắp mở ra nữa. Thì đó là một cái thành phố đang rất là phát triển, và ông Mayor ông sẽ chia sẻ với những ta về những cái hoạt động đó. Sau phần thông tin thương mại, phần 2 thì chúng ta sẽ hỏi ông về có những cái cơ hội gì cho những cái người tiểu thương và những người đầu tư hoặc những người muốn phát triển về bất động sản. Again, thank you for tuning in and welcome back to part 2 of the show, Small Business Forum. I'm Danny Nguyen, host, and our guest today is the Honorable Mayor of Katy, the city of Katy, and we got Mr. Bert Levine. Thank you for sharing with the audience about all of the exciting activities and all of the business growth in the city. Is there anything else that you want to add to that before I ask you about the opportunities for small business owners and developers?
Well, it's about the large businesses that we bring in that increase the employment base within the city. And when we have 1,000 jobs and 250 here and there, plus the mall and the other entities going in, it creates opportunities for our small businesses that we have more potential customers that can come into their businesses. And so it's very important to develop the larger side, because it will help the small business owners. I was a small business owner. I started from ground up in 1978. And so I know what it's like to make sure I make payroll, that I have good employees, and I treat my customers well. And so what we're doing with the downtown Katy, what we call Old Town Katy, is we have a brand new city hall that is very traditional in style.
Right.
It's a beautiful building, and you ought really see it at Christmas time. People come in and take pictures with our Christmas tree that's outside, and inside is absolutely beautiful. And so our whole town center is going to be anchored with the city hall, and we're upgrading the parking. We're going to have one-way streets in there so we can get more vehicles to park in front of our small businesses, so that they can walk from one to another and another.
Like a boardwalk.
Almost like it. It's not like our major boardwalk that we're putting in, but
a smaller version.
Yes, and we're going to have an amphitheater downtown and a park and a small area that was our city hall at the time, until we got this new one, for our citizens to use for meetings, HOA meetings, or whatever else. It's there and available, has Wi-Fi and all that. So that's what we're doing with that kind of stuff. And small businesses are the backbone of our country anyway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And there's a lot of people that have great ideas, and they're able to bring that to fruition and have a successful business. But you got to have the customer base.
Right. Let me ask you this about a tax base. How have you been performing in the past 5 years in terms of tax?
Well, with taxes, unlike some, we have been going down on our taxes. We had a 5-year plan, and this is the last year. It's coming up, and we've been lowering the tax by 2 cents. And so we've done that
every year for the past 5 years.
For the past, that's 10 cents off.
Yes, sir.
Of what the property tax is. for senior citizens and disabled, they get the tax reduction, but they also get a homestead exemption now that's close to $100,000.
Oh, okay, that's great.
So,
okay.
so that even lowers the tax
Yes,
bill more.
yes.
That puts more money in their pocket.
Yes,
Last year,
yes.
we estimated we probably put about $7 million back into our community by our
Okay,
tax bill.
that-
And it helps the businesses too,
Yes,
because
yes.
they can operate cheaper.
Yes, that is good news, and I want to make sure that I convey
Okay.
that message. Kính thưa quý vị, thì hồi nãy giờ ông thị trưởng cũng trình bày những cái thành quả mà của những người lãnh đạo người ta đã tạo ra được, là đem những khuyến dụ, đem những cái đại công ty vô. Mà quý vị cũng biết là một cái thành phố mà nó có sự phát triển là cũng do những cái công ty lớn người ta vào. Mà khi những cái công ty lớn này vào thì người ta sẽ chia sẻ, người ta gánh vác với một cái vần thuế cho người dân. Thường khi một thành phố mà không có những cái công ty lớn thì cái thuế nó sẽ đổ vào trên vai của người dân. Chính nhờ như vậy, trong 5 năm qua, thay vì thông thường thì người ta thấy cái thuế nó lên, nhưng mà trong 5 năm qua, cái thành phố của Katy thì cái thuế property tax, là thuế về bất động sản, thì nó lại đi xuống, the tax is going down, và mỗi năm là 2 cent xuống 2 cents for every 100. Okay, so which is great. Okay, and và cái đó nó lợi là một cái là khi mà làm như vậy, và ông ta cũng có những cái chương mà giảm thuế tax exemption cho những cái vị mà cao niên, $100,000 for the elderly.
Correct.
For tax exemption, but the benefit, cái lợi đó là cái điều đó nó có ý nghĩa gì đối với những người tiểu thương gia? Tại vì khi một thành phố nó có công ăn việc làm, nó có sự phát triển và những cái thuế nó không có nặng, thì những cái người dân người ta mới có tiền trong túi. It's called disposable income. Correct, Mayor?
That's right.
Thì khi người ta có cái tiền income thì cái đó thì những cái người mà thương gia người ta tới, người ta mở những hàng quán, người ta mở những cái tương xá và dịch vụ, thì những người dân người ta mới có tiền người ta phục vụ những cái cơ sở đó. I just share. Sometimes I just add it, you know, my own opinion. It's not totally 100% translation. I used to serve at the city council, so I know a little bit.
Right.
I can relate to you on that, Mayor. So I said the bottom line is that is help to attract small business owners, because the citizens have disposable income. Is that correct, Mayor?
That's correct. The more money that we can save, especially restaurants, and we want more restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
We want a lot of restaurants.
You need a noodle shop, Vietnamese noodle shop in your city, man. How many noodle shops are there right now, man?
Come on, there's some right outside the city. Okay.
Okay.
And we have a Chinese restaurant,
Yes.
and that, you know, that's about it.
Yes, sir.
That's one thing that we need to develop, and we're working on developing
Yes,
that.
yes.
And
You are very international. You are very open-minded. You know, the beauty of it, it's an old city.
Yes.
They are able to maintain the heritage.
Yes.
But it's
That's
also modern.
Yes.
It's also new enough, you know, to have a nicer building.
Yes.
And attract, you know, attract people and
21st century.
and
Yep.
that's great leadership, man. Let me tell them one thing about, và một cái cơ hội nữa là ông nói cái city trong cái thành phố sẽ tái phát triển lại, mà khi một thành phố nó tái phát triển lại thì nó sẽ rất là có nhiều cái cơ hội cho những người tiểu thương gia. Thì cũng xin nhắc trình bày với quý vị như vậy. I said, you know, every time that they have a revitalization of any town, there's always domino effect. There's always opportunities for newcomers, because, you know, all these big boys, they open the shop, and then there will be opportunities for small business owners.
Right.
Is that correct, man?
That's correct. You know, the mall and Walmart and
Yes,
all of the industry that we have in town right now creates jobs.
Yes.
Those people are going to be close to work. So we got the housing, whatever that they type of housing that they need, we have it. We're going to have more. We got a lot of acreage. It's just got grass on it.
Right.
And so there's a lot of development.
Yes.
What we're trying to develop now is our commercial and industrial areas.
Yes.
Because that's going to bring in more money to the city.
Yes.
And the other thing is that not only do we have sales tax that helps with our budget and other things, but we get a half-cent metro fund, and that helps us build our roadways.
Yes.
And we get about $4.5–5 million a year
from Metro.
From Metro.
Missouri City did as well.
Yeah, it's an added bonus money. Yeah, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about, Mayor.
Right.
Whatever helps. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So basically, you have a lot of land availability.
Yes.
And are you familiar with the public-private concept? I mean, are you implementing it? Is that
we have a public-private partnership on the boardwalk. That's one of the big things that we have right now, and that is very important.
Yes.
We have a partnership with the mall.
How does it work?
Well, it works well. They get some incentives. We try to do things to keep malls are in trouble around the country. Here in Houston, we don't want Katy Mills Mall to fall into that category. They're doing okay. They're doing well right now, but they need a facelift. They need some other things that can help. So we can help them through our partnerships that we set up, and the return to us is a more vibrant business community.
Right.
More taxes, sales tax come in. We need some more restaurants over there.
Right.
Nice
yes. We saw you need sit-down restaurants there by the Katy Mills Mall that you don't have.
Yeah, we got.
As a matter of fact, they're doing a good job. Last time I came, they seem to diversify the activities.
2 years ago,
they tried to make it more like a theme park, and they have more, like an outdoor.
2 years ago, we found there was not really a sit-down restaurant there.
Mayor, why do you think malls has become obsolete? Not only in Katy, but it seems to be a phenomena throughout the nation.
Because more people are online shopping.
Okay.
From their groceries,
e-commerce, yes.
E-commerce, and they're getting it delivered to their homes.
Yes.
They don't have to go out. They buy things. Some of the things that's immune to that. Is furniture sales.
Right.
So there's Bell Furniture is going to be moving into Katy. They've got a number of stores in the Houston area. And we've got some other furniture retailers that are interested in moving in. That's going to be a good source of income if those are successful in coming in. I'm not sure yet. We're in the negotiation stages. But it is. It's very important to have a rounded and not a lopsided type of strategic planning.
Right.
To be able to develop and bring things in an organized method.
Yes.
We have a strategic plan that was adopted. We adopted about 4 years ago. We review it every year and make some changes here and there, but we know what our core values are. We know what part of the plans have the importance, priorities, and that's what we've been working with.
Khi cô Đoàn hỏi ông thị trưởng là có những cái cơ hội nào cho những người tiểu thương, những người đầu tư và những người phát triển, thì ông nói là trong thành phố của ông cũng nó có một cái chương trình gọi là public private partnership, là một cái chương trình mà chính phủ và tư nhân hợp tác với nhau trong dự án. Và ông nói là một trong những cái dự án đó là cái sự mà tái phát triển của cái downtown của Katy. I shared with them that you have the public-private partnership availability, but due to the lack of times and of this show, I'm not going to go into too much details. But if they want to find out more about that, I mean, how can they find out more about the details, man? About a public-private partnership opportunity?
Well, if they are interested in starting something in the city of Katy, a new business or whatever they want to do, they can come to us. We have certain areas that we have that capability, TERS type of ability. We also have, on a little bit larger scale, planned development communities, districts that we can sometimes work with. And I think those are very important because there's a little bit more control over things in those, and the city is involved. Even if it's just the assets that we have in the city that we can help get something moving. and help with advice. And we have
you have an economic development
right. They got
division.
the Katy Economic Development Council,
Yes.
and they're good for that.
Right.
But if people want to come talk and learn about something that they want to build in Katy, or they want to move something into Katy, they can call our city hall,
right,
and they can get on our Wednesday staff meeting where we have every aspect in the city. We'll meet with the citizens.
Can you tell us the web address or the phone number? That
yes. Well, it's online, you know. I mean, when they get online,
they can do online, but it's 281-391-4000. There you go.
I had to remember the phone, which is good. You talk about land availability, and before the show, I mean, we talked a little bit, and you said again, you are small business owners, and this show is for small business owner. Right. And I'm so glad, man, because this is very difficult to help people when you are not in their shoes. So being a small business owner, you know the mentality, the challenges that we are facing nowadays. So let me ask you about the mentality of the city when it comes to inspection, when it comes to zoning. I mean, how do they treat people come to the city hall applying for permit and to often for business? Because that is one of the very common complaint issues from small business owners.
Well, everybody has to follow the codes. We have certain codes, building codes, and that's for the property owners' benefit. But we have people that will help them get through the process. We have a book that's about this thick that tells all the codes that we go by. We will help them. That's part of the business meetings on Wednesday, is to help individuals. We have staff that can help them. And it does get confusing if you are not used to doing that. But a homeowner like me, I'm doing some work at my house. I had to get a permit.
Right.
And I paid for that permit.
Right.
Being married, you didn't get a discount.
Well, this is
discount.
This is America.
I'm no different than anybody else, really. And I wouldn't want it any other way. That's an ethical thing.
That's what democracy is about, bud.
Right. And so, and I didn't know anything about getting the permit. So my guy that was going to do the building, he helped out and everything else, gave me the information. I went down and got it. But it can get done.
Yeah.
Our permit fees, I understand, are cheaper than some other places.
Right.
Our building inspectors go out. If they find a problem, they're going to tell you about it. And they may have to put a red tag up. When I built my house got several red tags. Okay? And when all was said and done, and that inspector came over for the final time to get your green card that you can move in, I thanked him because I had a better house for that than one that wasn't inspected.
Right. I get that part, because rules and ordinance are there for a reason, whether to increase safety, and I got that. I just want to bring up the mentality and the attitude. There are some cities that are not welcoming people.
Right.
So that's what I mean. Because rules are rules, but they can cut down on red tape and
You try to move them through. My philosophy on that is, we're in the customer service business.
Yes, I like that.
And if somebody may be from somewhere different and have a foreign accent or difficulty, your city would still be welcoming and try to accommodate them.
Yeah,
absolutely. If they had a translator, we had some people that I walked through City Hall and they were asking me questions, and they were from France, and I can't understand them. Well, that's about all I know. Okay, and so I go upstairs and I asked, is there anybody here that can speak English? Well, our land planner, he's a very brilliant young man. Right. He said, I can. So he goes down and helps them with French.
Yes.
And so
I'm so grateful, man. I think if there's one thing that come out of this show, the whole purpose is for me to have this show and invest my time and my effort into this show is to close that gap. Because this is America, right. Unlike the place that we come from, with dictatorship or communists, or, they are the king. Yes. But the public leaders, service leader now, they are serving the public. And I'm so glad that you brought up, you said, it should be operate like a private business, and citizens are clients.
That's right. Citizens are our customers.
Your customer.
Our customers.
That means a lot. So you have to maintain your quality of service in order to retain the customers.
That's right.
Because otherwise, why should you try?
Well, if you walk into a store and you're not treated well, you're not going to come back.
Right.
Because the other guy down the street has customer service that's very good.
Yeah.
So we want our folks to come in, even if they don't know what they should know, and try to help them.
Yeah.
And we look at them as a customer.
Right. That's great. Okay.
And not only the citizens or taxpayers, but the businesses, the new investors.
Absolutely.
Well, think about it. The theme is, in a way, is operated like a business. But in a way, it's not operating like a business because it's not for profit.
Correct.
Because the key is, it's a great place to live, to play, and to work. I mean, the city doesn't have to make a lot of money, as long as it's provide a quality of life. I got that.
Right.
I get that, man. Okay, tell me about land. When we think about your city, I cannot help but I think about land, abundance of land and cows and horses. Okay, do you have a map, a city map that show different area of your strategic vision of what will be the highest and best yield in certain area?
Go on our webpage now. You may see one. There may be a little bit hard to read. We're revamping all of that to where you can get it. Now, you can go to City Hall and might be able to get one. We have a welcome packet that we're putting together that shows some of the different subdivisions that we have under construction.
So your new leadership is bringing in a new horizon or a new approach.
A new approach on several areas.
Great. Well, Mayor, thank you so much. Time goes by so quick when you have a great time. I really appreciate it for making an effort to be here and to connect with our audience. And I hope that after this show, you get to know the brand new mayor. He's a new mayor. He's a small business owner. He was like you. He's very understanding. So don't be afraid to reach out to the mayor if you have any ideas, questions, and not too much complaint, but he might be able to.
I'm a problem
You're welcome
solver.
to complain too. Okay.
If we've got a complaint, we need to take care of it. I'm going to make sure it gets taken care of.
Yes. Kính thưa quý vị, chương trình của chúng tôi tới đây chúng ta phải kết thúc. Cảm ơn quý vị đã theo dõi trong buổi cuộc hội thoại hôm qua, vừa qua với ông thị trưởng. Và một cái điều mà đáng nhắc quý vị đó là cái thành phố này đang phát triển, và ông nói là trong thành phố nó có một cái bản đồ, và trong những cái bản đồ đó nó sẽ phân ra những cái vùng khác nhau, và nó cho biết là cái vùng nào là đang phát triển, cái vùng nào sẽ sử dụng và cho cái công việc gì, và cái vùng nào thành phố có thể hợp tác chung với những cái người mà phát triển hay đầu tư về bất động sản. Before we end the show, I'd like to say a few words of goodbye to the audience.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate everyone taking their time to listen to the Katy theory and what we're trying to do in Katy. And if you would like to come out and tour our City Hall or contact me, I'll give the number again, 391-4800. That's area code 281. And we're open for business, and any type of business that a person wants to bring in that is going to meet with our standards of families. And that's the main part on that.
Wonderful.
It's the standards of families.
Wonderful. Thank you, man. They're going to contact me. I want to get a bird, and I'm going to drive them over there.
I'll give you an office at City Hall, and you can handle it. Okay?
It's a bird.
That'd be fun.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you at our next show. Have a great evening.
Thank you.
Thank you. That a person wants to bring in that is going to meet